Hello, you join me today as I am finishing up installing a JB4 system on my car. And I know in a couple of videos ago I said this. Wait, here it is. So I don't really need the JB4, but of course I had a change of heart. And I decided to get one, mainly for its data logging purposes. I want to be able to actually properly data log the car. Part of that is because of the intercooler that I bought as well. I want to be able to do a proper log on it. I know what you're thinking. You bought a $500 tuner to log a $200 intercooler. Yes, but also no. I kind of wanted to upgrade to one anyway. School bus. I kind of wanted to upgrade to one anyway, just because it has more features. But really, the data logging is what I wanted to get into. So anyway, I'm really just finishing it up. It installs pretty much just like the stage 1 did that I have. You have your brown wires connected to your map sensor, you have your rainbow wires connected to the T-map sensor, and then you have this, which isn't really needed by me, not yet anyway. This is a flex fuel wire, so it hooks up to the fuel pressure sensor on this, and if you have a 320 or a 520, it's needed. You have to hook this up. Mine's a 328. I don't have to have it unless I want to run E85, but I also don't like just having wires dangling in the engine bay or just tied off to the side. If I can hook them up, I want to hook them up, and it's not going to cause any harm by doing it. So that is the last piece, and we are going to do that right now. So here is the factory piece. There we go. Plugs into the JB4 harness, and then the JB4 harness is going to plug in. It's probably going to be easier said than done, I'm sure, because it always is, right around here. You know what? May have been easier to hook it up to the fuel rail first, so we will do that. Also, it'd be easier if this wasn't in the way, but it's fine. There, clipped into place. Perfect. And then we have the factory. And there we go. It's all plugged in. Let's tuck it out of the way. Put that there. Put that there. So that is as near as perfect. We'll do a little bit of cable management, and this part will be done, and I'll show you the next part. Let's get this all tied up out of the way. Alright, so just a quick tour. We have the JB4 unit itself mounted here, which isn't they say it's the ideal spot, but the little cover doesn't actually fit over it perfectly with that there. But anyway, is what it is. Wires come down and around through here like I had my stage 1 setup. And then you have your brown wires connected here to your map sensor. You have your T-map sensor right here with the rainbow colored wires. And then everything goes around to the end of the fuel rail, and that is where the flex fuel wire is connected to. But there is one more wire to hook up. The last wire to hook up is this. And what this is your OBD connector. So this actually goes through the firewall into the cabin and plugs up to the OBD connector. And if you have an automatic transmission, it's a piece of cake. No big deal. Who cares? You're not going to have any problems with it, right? Correct, because there's just a little grommet you poke out, you feed the wire through, and you're good. However, if you bought a real transmission, sorry I had to, and you have a manual transmission, that is where the clutch line runs through, and there's a grommet, and it's a very tight fit, and you have to take a coat hanger and poke it through and pull the wire through, and it is so much easier said than done. But once it's done, it's done. So let me show you the position of where that grommet is, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Here. I'm gonna break the flashlight out so you can see it. You can see this is the clutch line, and then that is the OBD wire that's kind of poking through the grommet. I'm telling you, it's a pain in the ass. You can see the little scratch marks where I was fighting to put the coat hanger through, but it's done. it's done. And like I said, it just plugs in under the dash to the OBD port, and then once that's hooked up, you're ready to go. It's all connected. However, if you actually want to do some data logging, you also have to install the USB data cable. This is that cable. It's the same one that I had hooked up to the my stage 1 that I had. And you want to install this before you mount the JB4 in the car. Obviously, I didn't do that. And the reason is because I didn't know that it hooked up to it. I thought there was a different connection, because if you look at the box, there is no outward connection for this like there was on the stage 1. You actually have to take the casing off, and then there's like a little hole you can feed this through, and everything's good to go. I'm going to attempt to do this while it's still mounted in there. Now, it's only mounted using adhesive, so if I have to take it out, it's not a huge deal, but I'm also out of adhesive, so I don't really want to do that. But anyway, let's see if we can pop the cover off and hook this up with the thing still in the car. Let's see how easy it's going to be to pop the case off of this thing. Okay, there's poppy here. There's spots for some flatheads. That should help us out. Obviously, my adhesive doesn't work too well. I'll just pop it off, obviously, because it's already off. Okay, all I need is just a little smaller flathead. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, there's the hole in the back that you feed the wire through. There we go. So yeah, I would have to unmount it anyway. You gotta pop all 4 of these. There we go. Huh. Okay, it just kind of flops out. Cool. As did the little grommet in the back. Oh, never mind, it's right here. But I do not need you anymore, sir. So now we'll take the cable and we'll hook it to this. Take a little screw. Should probably do this without gloves. That is, I can just feel the screw being dropped with those on there. And now we mount it back in its case. There we go. Alright, so this is genuinely my first time attempting this. I do have the latest firmware downloaded and ready to go. Oh, by the way, working on a original Surface Pro, by the way. This is a fantastic little machine to do this on. Oh, turn the stereo off. Alright, let's give this a shot. Failed. Okay. Well, it looks like I have some troubleshooting to do. So, as you can see, success! It's writing to it. Yay! Now we wait. Now we wait. completed. Sweet. So now we will just start the car, make sure there's no check engine light, make sure the car runs, and see if the latest firmware took, which I'm certain it did because it said it did, and if it starts and runs fine, it should. I don't know. We'll see. Let's start it. Hey, great success, huh? It starts, everything's good. It did a little gauge sweep thing, which means the new firmware took, because the new firmware that introduced a gauge sweep. I'm not sure why, but it's kind of neat, huh? So yeah, JB4 is in. More importantly, stickers on. Firmware is updated. No check engine light. Only thing left now is to close the hood and take her for a test drive. But I'm not going to video that. It's going to feel, it should feel pretty much exactly like the stage 1 that I had, maybe a little bit smoother. So nothing really to report on there. I just wanted it for the data logging capabilities, and I got it. So hey, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.